Crime is up everywhere, right across the country. A new study just came out that shows that crime has risen in almost every category over the past 10 years. So, why are we told otherwise? I can't think of a better person I'd rather discuss this with than Ross McLean, former police officer, bodyguard to billionaires, security specialist. And listen, I have a law enforcement background. We want to get into this a little bit. How can stats be misleading? A police officer attends a radio call, right? They write down the details of the call, they put it in a report, and those reports are gathered and, of course, included in the crime stats. How can crime stats be misleading?
Well, because I've looked into this. You look at how the crime stats are done, they're self-reported by each police agency. And the police agencies, they tend to have, if their politicians are leaning on them and they want to show that crime is down, a desire to report them that way. So the question is, when the crime comes in reported, number one in the stat, if someone is charged with 5 different crimes, they did 5 different things, only the most severe one is recorded. The other ones are not put in for the statistics. There's also the ability for the police, when they're taking it, whoever is putting the numbers in, to look at a robbery where there may have been violence, so some aggravated assault, if you will, Randy, that could be reduced down to just a theft, which is a lower category of crime. So what they can do is they can downgrade the crimes within certain realms for certain ones, and that's not a good thing to have. You can't be playing with stats. And as you said at the outset, you can lie with statistics. You can.
I want to share something with you. In one of my most recent videos, I'm talking about the differences between Canada and the US, and I get into crime stats a little bit. And the comment section never fails to entertain. But I just want to read a comment. I'm not going to say who it is, but the comment's there for everybody to see. I've had my car stolen twice, and I've had my house invaded by two knife-wielding psychos. I didn't get hurt, and cars are replaceable. So why don't I have fear? Because crime happens everywhere on Earth. There's not a place on Earth the crime doesn't happen. The crime rates here are about a gazillion times less than in the US. Oh, I see that we have crime. I've been a quote, victim of crime, but who hasn't nowadays? And have I been a victim of violent crime? No. This person is almost justifying these actions, or perhaps justifying the soft on crime policies, just because they haven't been a victim of violent crime. Listen, what do you think about this?
Well, let me tell you where that is coming from. And what is that is coming from, Randy, is all of the non-reported crimes. They just didn't do it. They put up with it. I saw one today on my social media, a lady down in the New York transit system. She just took a picture, said, this was almost happened to me, and she just moved on. I'm not reporting it. Because why? The police will take forever to come. I think you've covered, or we might have talked about, there have been some home invasions where the police didn't show up for over 24 hours. If you have certain problems, a bicycle stolen is maybe worth $1,000. You'll never see a policeman or policewoman come to your home. You have to do the online reporting. And the online reporting, Randy, most people view that as being just for insurance purposes. They don't expect the police are going to do anything about it. So there's a whole lot of crime that just never gets reported. You'll call, you'll speak to the dispatch. I've done this before for watching a theft in progress. Took me 5 minutes to get past the 911 operator, and they told me it might be 15 or 20 minutes before they can get someone there. I said, well, I'm following the guy with all the stolen stuff, walking down the street right in the middle of downtown Toronto. Yeah, we don't have anybody that can come right yet. Just, 20 minutes later, nobody came. So this is the issue, is that people play it down because you're becoming helpless.
It's almost as if people are used to becoming victims now. Absolutely disgusting.
You should expect to be able to live in safety and security. Your family, you shouldn't worry about your loved ones going to a corner store or having to take the transit system and whether or not they come back. It shouldn't be the way it is, but we're getting more and more used to that. And this soft on crime reporting isn't helping, Randy.
No, no, it just boggles my mind that two different people can look at the same stats, okay, the same study, and come up with two separate conclusions as to why and whether or not it's a problem. And what I see the problem being with that is the victims are just basically left picking up the pieces. Anyways, listen, but I really appreciate your insight into this. You have your own YouTube channel where you discuss crime and politics and policing. You break down videos, McLean Chronicles. Listen, anything you want to add before we finish this off, bud?
No, I'm just like you. I want to help people. I want to explain to people based on the benefit of all the years I've had experience on both sides of the coin. I know how the game really works, And I like to help people, as do you, Randy, to make themselves safer. So yeah, I'd welcome anybody coming over and giving a look and maybe a follow to my channel.
All right. Thanks, brother. Have a good one.
Thanks for watching Canada Off Script. We're also on Spotify and Apple Podcasts if that's more your thing. If you find this content entertaining or helpful at all, please consider subscribing. And until the next one, stay sharp, stay safe, stay Canadian.